So, but they did have they had that one that had the grouping. The ones that they released. Do they count those?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
because they
when
released.
They died,
yeah, okay. Then there was also 0.
None.
0.
All right. My ancestors got here in 1857,
So 2 years they came here because they're like, we got to support slavery.
And they came to Pennsylvania, where they didn't have slaves.
That was an anti-slave state.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then they went to Montana, which didn't have slaves. So.
Oh, you were exploiting the Chinese. Okay, so here's Louis Farrakhan. Fighting for America is fighting for the enemy. This is his take on the military.
Now, you young mothers up in here, and grandmothers, they got these young warriors. And they tell you they ain't got no job, they want to join the army. You tell them, come on, baby, we'll create a job before you go to fight for the enemy. The enemy! Yay!
Yeah, the United States is the enemy! Okay. Okay, now here is the latest threat on the president's life from Louis Farrakhan. I don't know what Ted Nugent is doing this morning. I hope we're watching him. But here's the latest threat from Louis Farrakhan we should dismiss. Listen.
Just as the southern states were not with Lincoln, President Obama did not win the southern states or red states in the 2008 election. The negative atmosphere and hatred created against President Obama has created a climate for his assassination. If our brother wins, and I believe he will, the anger of those hardcore racists, the Tea Party zealots, and the Republicans who want to make him a one-term president will be such that perhaps a patsy or two is already being prepared, as in the case of John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald, Sirhan Sirhan, James Earl Ray.
Notice he doesn't name the killers. Notice he doesn't name the killers of Malcolm X.
No.
Notice he doesn't say those are patsies.
No.
The members of the Nation of Islam. Members of Nation of Islam. He doesn't single them out as patsies.
Well, he singled them out as
Nation of Islam members that killed Malcolm X.
Yeah, but that's none of your business. That's none of your business.
Right.
That's right.
A patsy is a dupe or scapegoat. This usage comes from the early 20th century vaudevillian Billy B. Van, whose character, Patsy Bolivar, was more often than not an innocent victim of unscrupulous or nefarious characters.
He was reading that?
Appreciate that clarification.
You
get the Wikipedia out.
He's talking about an assassination attempt on the President of the United States, and he wants to explain where the word came from.
Yeah, that's important to know
From
the source.
From the turn of the century vaudevillian term.
Thank you, Louis.
In case you don't know what vaudeville was, that was an early theater group that was all around the eastern part of the country around the turn of the century. I mean, geez, for the love of Pete. He's good. No, he's seriously good.
He is good.
They want a Muslim to kill President Obama. That's right.
What?
And I believe they may already have somebody in mind that they're working on.
By the way,
Wow.
Just went to the Wikipedia page. Quote, the popularity of the name patsy or scapegoat. The usage comes from the early 20th century vaudevillian Bill D. Van, whose character, Patsy Bolivar, was more often than not an innocent victim of unscrupulous or nefarious characters.
Exactly what he did. He went to Wikipedia. Nice.
Solid work with Louis Farrakhan there.
Oh, man.
Oh.